Hi, I'm CJ and this is my RC channel. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this now or not. These pieces can become delaminated over time. They can split apart. I don't think that's going to be a problem. This isn't an off-road vehicle. These aren't going to be banging against the ground. Over time, the clamping and unclamping of hardware could force it to fail, but I'm thinking that's not likely to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this as is. If you wish, take some thin CA and just put a drop and let it roll along the edge here, soaking in all the way around, sealing the edge. It's up to you. I do that on my off-road cars with carbon fiber. Okay, so let's see. We need 2 of these blue ball ends. We need 2 of the 3mm spacers. And we need 2 3x10s. And those are going to be our camber link attachment points. We're using the inner holes. .5 millimeters. Careful, because that's aluminum that can strip out big time. Okay. And then we've got 3x10s, 2 3s, and 2 2mm spacers. So 3 and 2. That's 3 and 2. These are our shock absorber mounts. We are going to go through the opposite direction. Put on a 3, put on a 2, you got a 3 on one side and a 2.5 on the 2 on the other. I'm sorry, a 2.5 and a 2. Two 3x10s. Now, interestingly, they tell us to put a little grease or oil on the screws going into the plastic here. Now, they haven't said that anyplace else. I mean, no oil there, no oil here. No oil on those screws for the diff cases. No oil for these screws holding down the drive shaft. But on this one place, they want us to put oil. I'm not going to do it. Those are 3x10s. And we want this facing this way. Okay, now it's time to build our front axles. So we need okay, these are 37, these are 39s. So we got two different lengths, front and rear. And I think all the steel parts go up front, which is probably wise because the front probably takes a lot of stress. We need these barrels here. Okay, now be careful on these pins. There's two different thicknesses or diameters. And the thicker ones we do not need for the front. It's the thinner ones go up front. And the smaller barrels, the 4 darker colored barrels, as opposed to these larger ones, which are undoubtedly going to go for our rear. In the rear, we only have one CV joint. In the front, we have double CV joints, which aids in getting as much steering angle as possible without binding. So okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm just figuring out where the hole is on this barrel. So I've got it pointed in the right direction. Pull the pin out. You can see that there's a hole that you can see the hole right through. And the grease is going to help it from sliding about. So I'm just going to slide it into the barrel here, and these little pins are hard to handle, especially when your fingers are greasy and they're greasy. And There we go. Now, what you want to do is hook the little bend into one of the unused holes and then work the rest of the ring around into the groove. See, there we go. Clipped in, nice and easy. So now for the dog bone. Same process, different piece. There we go. Now, you want a decent amount of grease on parts like this. At the same time, you don't want too much in unnecessary areas, because all it's going to do is be a dirt magnet. Okay, so we're through that. Now we need these two pieces. Let's see if there's a left and a right. There's got to be. Of course, at this point, it doesn't matter. And we need one of these guys here. Wait a minute, do we have two different bearings here? Yeah, MB12 and MB13, that's these two guys. You notice if you use two of the fatter bearings, the pin hole for the pin doesn't completely show. So the thinner one goes to the inside. There we go. That makes all the difference. Okay, so from the drawings here, it's easy enough to orient this. So we want so this is the bottom, and so that would be the top like that. So we need two of these bushings here. Now let's see, we need a 5x9. Question is, which is this? Are these the same? No, this is a little bit longer. Okay. These are the 5x9s, the polished ones, not the black ones. And we need two of these washers. I think they're supposed to be 0.7 mil. Let's make sure of that. Oh, That's it. Of course, we may be changing this because this is a place where we could adjust camber gain. This is going to be our camber link attachment point. Now, you don't want to tighten these down all the way. You do not want to clamp that that bushing, that's the two bushings. If you do, because they're designed to protrude a little bit, it'll widen it out, it'll bind against the plastic, and you won't get any motion. 3x8. If you want these. Nice smooth movement. Let's put together our opposite. Okay, 2 3x8s. That's peculiar. I see how that goes. So, should come on this side. This one goes over here. Okay, 3s. Now they want us to drill the hole through here at the bottom. Now you don't want to go all the way through this arm. You just want to break the surface so that a grub screw can be used to pin the axle in place. Got a little hand drill set that would be perfect for this, provided it's got a drill bit the correct size. And I'm not sure I'm going to do the full 2.5. It's just got to grab it. I mean, it's just got to get through and push on it. So I think 2 millimeters would probably be okay. Because the grub screw will force its way through anyway and make the connection. Yeah, see, these axles have a narrow spot in them, so that's all it's got to do is press the tip of it, and these grub screws aren't flat, they're pointed slightly. So I think 2 will do. I'm just looking down through there. That's all it took, was a couple twists. Probably gonna have to do the same thing on these, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now so I can put the drill away. This little kit has come in so handy so many times, and it was only about $20, and it goes down to drill bits that are like 0.01 or 0.05 millimeters. Okay, so we need to make a couple of, well, we need to put on our little pucks. Let's go ahead and prep this guy here so it's ready when we get everything else done there. So 3x8 and 5x6.5s. Those would be the blue ones. And there are no spacers. And those are going to go to our inner piece there. And I need this. And this. And a little bit of Loctite. Three by 10s, and we need a 3 and a 1 on either side. So 2 3s, and 2 1s. And let's see which location. So 3rd from the top. And 3x8 to attach it. Oh, there he is on. Just jumping ahead.